Hi, my name's Byron. The end of financial year sales are upon us, and in my inbox this Astvte saddle popped up, and it was at a deal too good to be refused. A year or two ago I'd bought a carbon rail version of this saddle, and it's been the best saddle I've ever had. Will the titanium rail saddle be just as good?
Why not?
I'll tell you everything I know about saddles that I think's worth knowing in less than 60 seconds. You sit on them. They weigh something, generally between 100 grams and 400 grams. Lighter ones cost more. The main difference between a heavy saddle and a light saddle is the material used to make the rails. Carbon rails are the lightest. Alloy rails are the most economical. Titanium rails are somewhere in the middle. This saddle is a titanium rail saddle. There are women's specific saddles. Men's saddles come in two different sizes generally: wide saddles and narrow saddles. Bikes, when they're new, are generally supplied with a wide saddle. Wide saddles are 140 millimeters wide at the top or wider. Narrow saddles are generally 135 millimeters or narrower. For my body, a narrow saddle is best for me. There are lots of other things one could probably say about saddles, like you can get stubby nose saddles, and modern road saddles have a cutout for the perineum, and older road saddles don't seem to have that cutout. But let's talk about this saddle. The titanium rail Astute was advertised at 200 grams plus or minus 8%. Unfortunately, it weighed 230 grams on my scales, which means that it's 200 grams plus or minus 15%. That was a little disappointing. The carbon rail version of the Astvte saddle looks better because it has red highlights. It's also 170 grams. Then there was the stickiness. It was sticky just in here. It caught the nicks on every pedal stroke of my first ride. It took me 20 minutes to remove the stickiness with Ajax. The last item to note on this saddle, this measurement here was 1 centimetre shorter than my old saddle, which was the saddle that actually came on the bike. So I had to lift the seat by 1 centimetre. The main thing is the saddle is quite comfortable for me, and it only cost me $50 delivered to my house. It's the final piece to this bike, which means there are no more excuses. I should go for a ride. Car noise. Dog noise. Hopefully I'll do a full review of this, my new bike, within the next month.